Good morning, Lynn and Scott. Welcome back to the Lighthouse Tribe. So, guys, I got up this morning, and a little while after I got up, my ears were just ringing like crazy. I keep getting little messages today about ancestral lands, history repeating itself, and something about America. So, I don't know exactly what that means, but I think because our landscape has changed as far as our population, we have a lot of people coming from other countries. A lot of Spanish people from different countries coming in, and we have a lot of immigrants coming in because they're looking for a better life. I don't begrudge nobody nothing. If you're willing to work, jobs aren't always available for depending on what you know, but there's so many people trying to get here because their countries suck. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying something this morning really strong about ancestral lands, and they're saying something about history repeating itself. And I don't know if they're talking about back in the day when the European settlers first came to America and displaced the Indians, and now they're talking about regular people that have been being born in America for generations being displaced by the immigrants coming in. I'm not really sure. I just know what I've been hearing this morning, so I'm going to do a reading on it, but I'm not sure I'm going to publish the reading. It's just going to depend on what it says. It just feels like a new dawn is coming. And ancestral lands and the landscape itself is literally changing with how things are going to be done in the future. And it's just like one of those things where it's done so gradual that you never realize it till one day you wake up and nothing around you is like it was when you were a child, right? So, and I know since I was a kid, when I was a kid, we had phones, but cell phone, the web was just not there. People, they were working on it. And when they showed you pictures of computers, they were these huge things. Now look at cell phones. A computer this small, you know what I'm saying? The brain of a cell phone, that small, right? Or smaller. So things have grown in leaps and bounds. So if you're a young person, my ears are ringing, guys. If you're a young person, okay, you grew up with this technology. People in my age group, 50s and 60s years old, like your grandparents or your parents that are older, we didn't have that when we were young. It came about as we were going through time, right? So as y'all are going through time, 20 years from now, the landscape's going to be totally different, okay? So know your past, know what went on, where your roots, wherever you're from, rather you're from Scotland, Ireland, Africa, the Netherlands, wherever. Know what your history is, because a lot of times history does repeat itself, and history's always doomed to repeat itself if we don't learn and apply the lessons we've learned from the past. So that's what it feels like they're saying to me this morning. So whatever you see going on around you, especially if you're someone that's a younger adult, early adult, 20 years old, all the new, what do they call the new generation? I know they call us the X or the Zs, and then they got the oh God, it starts with an M, the millennials. Is that it? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but think about how your landscape is, and it's going to all change again. And guys, I don't know how to put it like where it says kind, but you know what? Nothing's for free. There is no such thing as a free lunch. There's that old story about the king in Egypt time. Says told his scribes and his wise men, go and get me all the knowledge and all the information so I can have it. Right? They came back with books and books and books, and he looked and he says, oh, that's too much to read. Bring me, redo it, condense it, bring it back. So they took it away. They redid it. They condensed it. They brought it back. He says, oh, it's way too much. It's still too much. Take it away, bring it back. So they did this again and again and again until finally they brought him one sheet of paper. And he says, oh, this all the knowledge on one paper, I can handle that. And it said one thing: there is no such thing as a free lunch. Guys, anything worth having, you have to work for. Even if your family had money and they hand it to you, you're going to find you're not going to be happy. Money's not going to make you happy. Having something that you have to work for, that you leave to your children, that you teach them good values, good morals, that is a good thing to leave your kids, a good solid foundation, because there is no free lunch. And for those that think there is, even those people, because when I was growing up, a lot of people were on welfare, there weren't a lot of jobs, and a lot of people learned how to abuse the system. And what did they teach their kids? How to abuse the system. But when you live on something like that and you can't take care of yourself, or you're not willing to, the scraps you get are not worth what you could get if you worked for it, even if you had to work, if you went to school and finished school. Even some people work their way the bottom up. How many people went to work at McDonald's as a teenager and now manage a McDonald's today, or even own a McDonald's or something like that? And they know what the value of good hard work is, because nothing comes to you for free. Some things may come easy for some people, but most people are going to tell you that they have had where at some point in time life was not easy. So there is no such thing as a free lunch. So I don't know what all the what they're trying to get across to me about history repeating itself, but guys, just know, our country has so many people coming in, and mind you, there's enough room for all of us, but anything that's ever handed to you, you never learn any value from that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, they're saying a lot about ancestral lands. And as far as I'm concerned, America's my ancestral land, because this is where the past so many generations of my family have been here. But I have had someone do my family tree and know that a lot of my family came from Germany, Ireland, and I don't know what else is mixed in there. I do know I have family from Ireland and family from Germany, and we are a giant melting pot. There's enough room for everybody, but you never learn anything by having anything handed to you on a free platter. And no matter how much money or something is ever handed to you, eventually everything good thing comes to an end. Just remember that. So however it is that you're growing and raising and teaching your kids, or whatever foundation you come from, make sure it's a strong one, because ancestral, it has, nothing worth having is ever easy to get. So that's just what I wanted to say this morning. I'm going to do a little reading on this to see what they're trying to tell me about history repeating itself. And I keep thinking about the settlers coming in and moving the Indians, and I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to tell me, is about, more people coming in and people, there's more homeless people here in the United States now than there's ever been before. Yet people still come here looking for an opportunity. Some may come here looking for a free lunch. All good free lunches come to an end, because, if something happens where the government, I remember when Barack Obama was in office, there was a couple of days there where the government came to a complete halt, okay? When COVID hit, we came to a complete halt, did we not? Anyone that's alive on this planet that went through COVID a couple of years ago, our planet came to, I got an ambulance coming. Our planet came to a complete halt everywhere because of COVID. Everywhere. For once in, I don't even know if a pandemic like that's ever happened before. But guys, think about it. The whole world came to a halt. Came to a halt. People couldn't go nowhere. You were told to stay indoors. All this kind of stuff. So that feels, and a lot of people died. So whatever this new that's coming in with ancestral lands and history repeating itself, guys, if we can make the world a better place, let's make it a better place. Have a firm foundation. Make sure you teach your kids and yourselves. You have a good foundation. Okay, so all right, that's all I had to say this morning. Lana Scott Lighthouse.